Hi guys, it's a Tech Pro, Mr. Patrick. I'm about to enter for a solution architect interview. I just want you to listen in as I answer questions here, and let's see if we get it right. Awesome. So guys, this is a real interview for solution architect position in one of a top firm in Nairobi. I'm not going to say the name just for privacy issues. So it's real, and let's see how good I am. You will even hear the questions. Yeah, yeah. If I do well, I'll upload it. If not, no, I won't upload it. Yeah, listen in. Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Sorry, Matthew. I'm good.
Okay. Actually, I'm the one who should be apologizing.
Don't
I've
worry.
kept you waiting. Yeah, I've kept you waiting for some time.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I had issues with my laptop.
okay.
I had to restart, and after I restart, Teams start behaving. Yeah, but
Yeah,
at least I'm
sometimes
able to
Teams
fix
is
that.
tricky.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So once again, sorry for keeping you waiting for such. Yeah, for about 10 to 11 minutes. But I think we can just proceed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I'm sure my colleague Catherine has given you a brief on what we'll be doing this afternoon.
Yeah, sure. She sent an email, and I think
Yes,
that's what
yes.
we had to do.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll be handling this session. Uh, Yeah, so we can start with introduction. I'll do the introduction. I'll start, and then you can let me know more about processes. I also look at the solutions architecture, and on top of that, I'm also in charge of some shared applications that run the business in Old Metro, East Africa. Yeah, so that's what I do. You can tell me something about yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Matthew. I'm Patrick Moretti. I'm a software engineer, senior software engineer here in Kenya, in a company called Pesira Global. I don't know if you want me to expound how I started software engineer or just a brief.
No, just a brief, just a brief.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, yeah. So, Pesira, what does Pesira do?
Pesira, it's a agri-tech
Mhm.
that is providing an ecosystem for donors, for agri businesses and farmers. So we are bringing all these players in the agriculture sector, and then
Yeah.
providing solution in a shared ecosystem.
Okay.
Yes.
Ah, and so you're a developer, a senior developer.
Yes. Yes. As
Okay.
a senior software engineer.
Now, maybe as a senior software engineer, you can describe me what your day look like
Yeah.
at Pesira.
A,
Yes.
a normal day looks like this. I'll wake up. We will have a startup, running on an agile environment where we have a scrum, like, daily startups.
Yeah.
So we will review what everyone has done yesterday, reviewing all the cards that are on Jira board. From there, me and as a software engineer, will give feedback on the task that I was doing, and I'll also
Mhm.
follow up with my team because as a
Yeah.
senior, I lead a number of software engineers. So I'll give
Yes.
my own feedback and then follow up on each and every one feedback to see how far we are in a sprint.
Okay.
From there, it's a 30 minutes startup. From there, I'll now go back to uh, individual contribution. For example, it depends on the level of the system development. Are we in architecture level or we are in development? If we are in the architecture level, I will the first step on a SDLC. It's of course talking with the business, seeing where what they need delivered, and then from there I would design a solution architecture from a high level to a low level. What is needed as a high level and also a low level, and the stack to follow. If it's a level of development, then I'll go as an individual contributor on the backend level. I will develop the APIs, integrate with third parties. For example, today I was integrating with STK M-Pesa. So it involves I integrate with the with M-Pesa, then supply. Then also integrate with this guy is called like MTech. I was doing an integration with MTech where we are providing insurance for our farmers. So I'll integrate with them and provide endpoints for my front-end engineer to expose now the services to our front-end users who are the farmers. Yes.
Okay.
And also, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, somewhere you have mentioned that you design architecture,
Yes.
applications architecture, both high level and all the way to low level.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe you can maybe highlight a few or mention a few of the artifacts
Yes.
or diagrams that you use for both high level and low level architecture.
On a high level, maybe presenting to my CEO what will involve in that system. He'll just need a high level where I will tell her or him that these are the functional requirements. These are the she isn't very much interested with the non-functional, which are important to me as a engineer. So the functional one, that this request, maybe it's an insurance. We are doing it from a mobile application and also an internet application. So a request purchasing an insurance will come from a web portal or our mobile application. Then it will hit our backend. Then it will hit the MTech, the third parties. That's a high level.
Yes.
On a low level, I'll need now to determine the stack. Like on the front end, we are using AngularJS or React. We require non-functional scalability. What will help us in scaling as we grow? For us, I encourage designing for 20x, because apparently growth can come anytime, and you need to scale well. So what do I need to scale? We are running on AWS. I need my load balancer. I need auto scaling groups. I need availability zones. For example, my CEO stays in Australia right now. He sometimes complains that it's slow, and reason is because region issues or availability. Yes. It's running well in Kenya. I don't have any issues, but he's complaining, and that's an issue of he's far from the region that our AWS is running. Okay, such issue, availability, scalability, availability, security. In terms of securities, what do I need to consider? The authorization, password, username, JWT tokens, authentication, that is the password, and what authorization, are you authorized to access a certain resource? And that is run from the front end. You have certain access rights and roles. On the back end, using Spring Boot, I have protected all my endpoints for you to only access what you're supposed to access. Even on the database level, CAP theorem in terms of trade-offs between consistency and availability. That's where now we bring about partitioning, replication, and mentioning replication. That's sorted out by AWS. If you're using Aurora Postgres, you can have as many as replicas, I think 15 or so. So do you have rights and reads replicas to avoid competition, which can result to locks, deadlocks. So yeah. That's about the now. And then I have to also design the on the low level. You have to design even the interfaces, the methods, how they interact. Before even you, if I was a solution architect, I don't just present a diagram for my developers. I need to
Yeah.
even write my interfaces. Like we need these methods, like low level, before even he start developing. Even encouraging on the test suite, the
Yes.
CI/CD processing that we are using. Are we using GitHub Actions or Jenkins? How will you handle containerization? Are you using EKS for orchestration or ECS, AWS container something? And then are you using Docker Hub for storing your images or ECR? Okay, yeah.
Okay. Now, you are familiar with the UML notations, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe you can just an example, yeah? You can give an example of a low-level design, UML design tool or diagram.
I usually use draw.io.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for which diagrams do you draw using Draw.io?
You can draw the like I draw several diagrams using draw.io.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We can talk of flowcharts. You can
Yes.
talk about sequence diagram where you show the interactions from
Exactly.
different users. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can also use entity relations on the database relation, entity relations. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And at a high level,
Okay, I like draw.io because you can draw any image that you want to
okay.
draw. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the context diagram.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So. No. Uh, um, the role that we are recruiting for is that of a solutions architect,
Yes.
but once in a while you may be called to develop some code
Yes.
here and there.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll ask just one or two questions for on the solutions architecture. Then we can look at just one technical question. I think that will be sufficient for the interest of time. Yeah, so that at least I can also allow you some minutes to ask me a few questions if you have any.
Okay.
Uh, so, according to you, what skills are required for a solutions architect?
A solution architect,
Yes.
you have to have a wide knowledge base
Mm-hmm.
from different perspective, from the development, understanding engineers. You have to,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to. It's hard to come from nowhere and be able to relate with an engineer because you may misguide or you may provide a solution that it's not doesn't make sense on a engineering level, but it makes sense to you. So you have to understand uh, even the development ability to develop a solution, and then now
Yeah.
you also have to have communication ability to bridge the gap between marketing or customers or even senior executives with
Mm-hmm.
the engineering team. Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
communication, technical abilities, also some business. You have to be a sweet talker. So okay, you have to have communication skill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least be able to convince people.
yeah. Business acumen.
Uh,
I think
sure.
so.
And yeah. And maybe what goals would you set for yourself as a professional solutions architect,
As
or
a
even
prof,
as a developer,
as a
even as you?
professional, yes.
Even as a developer, they all the same, architect and developer, yes.
Goals,
Yes.
first, they come from an OKR perspective. The company have their OKRs, okay, like
Yes.
the chief executive has set the OKRs for the whole group. Then it comes down to the team. Our solution architecture, team has our own OKRs, and
Yes.
then me as an individual, I have my own OKRs. So I'll set my own goals to align with first the team's goal and also the company's goals. Yeah, so that
So
I'm a team player. I'm
let, let,
deliver.
let me let, let me guide you. Let me guide you. Yeah, on this one, I'm looking on the technical bit.
Yes.
The yeah, not the company bit, not the ERA deliverable, but as a professional architect, once you develop an application, at what level do you want to you, or rather, how do you establish yourself? What do you want to be known? How do you want to be known as a solution architect or as a developer?
Yeah, I want to be known as a person who develops a optimal solution that is secure, solution that is scalable, solution that is available. Like it's a 99.99 availability. A solution
Yes.
that it's if that attains the goal, the company's goal at the end. Yeah.
Okay. If I were to ask your coworkers to describe yourself, to describe you in one word, what would they say?
They would say first, I'm fun to work with, and I get things done.
Okay. Uh, and you can describe to me in steps. You can describe the approach that you would use to when working with a lot of data. So in this case, if I may expound further, I'm looking at a situation where you have a lot of data that is scattered all over across various systems, across various platforms, in various structure, format, all that data is laid out all over. Yeah? But you want to make that data to be useful to an organization so that it can be used for business making, decision making, intelligence, analytics, and all that. So you can describe to me step by step how you would achieve from that data to uh, presenting that data in a way that can be used in a business to make decisions and for analytics.
I think it's more of an ETL process where you extract the data, you clean the data because you have mentioned it can be unstructured, structured, different kind
Yes,
of
yes.
data. So you
In all
extract
forms.
it, yes,
Yes, in all forms. Yes, yes.
yes,
Yeah.
you extract it, you clean it, and then you can put it now the clean into you can put it in a central place now where from there people can get value from it after doing extracting from the various places, then cleaning it, then storing it in a place that now from there probably through APIs you can expose to executive dashboards, reporting tools. Yeah.
Okay. In this case, I'm also looking for
Yes.
not only just extracting and transforming and loading.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also looking at how the steps that you take to structure that data. You know, it's all over,
Yes.
and you don't just take it and then you just transition it and pose it somewhere else. There is some processes that you do around that on that data, so that even as you present it on the final platform or in the final form, is something that can be used. Yeah, so I'm also looking for those steps.
Yeah, this is where now data analytics and presentation comes in, where you analyze the kind of data that will be valuable, because not all the
Yes.
data will be valuable to the company. or to the end user. So you have to use your analytical skills and be able to present them in a graphical, more understandable way.
Okay, okay. That's good. I hope you're in a position where you can share your screen. The next one will be just a very simple question that is technical.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to share a file here, or let me send it via email.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can just drop me your email on the chat. I'll send that file immediately. It's just one question, a very simple one, and it has all the instruction on that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've seen the email. I know if I share the file here, you may not be able to download it on your end.
Okay.
It's restricted in the network. So let me know when you get it.
Okay.
Yes. And maybe as it comes through, you can tell me for how long you have been at Pesiga, right?
Yeah, I think for the last 6 months.
Okay. Okay, I see the email has been rejected. I don't know why. So what I will do
Mm-hmm.
is that I'll share my screen first,
Uh-huh.
read the question, let me know if you can understand it, and then I'll also put the link
Yeah.
on the chat. Yeah, and then you can just go ahead and handle it. You've used one compiler,
Uh,
a
Java.
tool, a tool called one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It can work on Java.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that the platform that we'll be using, uh, and that file. So it is just one question, very simple. Uh, so once you understand it, you can just let me know so that you can share your screen.
Using one. Okay, you want. Okay, let me share my screen.
Yeah, sure, sure.
How do I do that?
Yeah, you are on Teams.
Yeah, on.
Oh, on the right hand side.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, on the right hand side, you'll see share. I cannot. I'm just seeing a black screen.
You cannot see anything.
No, I'm just seeing a black screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
You cannot see even.
Now I can see, but I cannot see the.
Okay, let me try again.
Yeah. Okay, I can see you're attempting to share, but from my side it's loading just a black screen. So maybe what we can do, yeah, is okay. You can explain to me how the process or how you go to handle that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe you
can you share the screen
return the
again?
video. You can return the video.
My video.
Yes.
It's
I think
it's not there.
when you shared it stopped.
Can you see me?
No.
What? I can see myself and you. I don't know why you can't see my image. It's actually there. Okay. I don't know. I can see you and I can see myself. I mean, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then let's just
Or can I rejoin?
Okay. No need. You can just proceed.
Okay.
It's okay.
So I'm looking at using write a function called sort numbers that takes a list of integers as input. So you have an array of type integers, a list of type integers. You are being told to sort them. You're given an input of 5317246 and the output 1234. You sort them generally.
Sure.
So the first step, you can declare a new array, a new empty array. Then you need to loop through the input using a for loop, where you can have a minimum and max. Okay, so that when you loop, for example, the first okay, let me see. So we have the input. You need to loop through and assign, and let me see, 317. Okay. The first, we have a for loop. You say I is equals to the first integer. I is equals to 3. I mean 0, index 0. Then
maybe you can just tell me the steps,
yeah,
without going into
yeah,
details.
okay, yeah,
just the steps on how you do to sort it.
yeah. So you
Yeah.
can use you can either use binary sorting. I think binary sorting, where you can split them into two. You have the left and the right. Then the left you can loop through and sort them, and checking the maximum, like comparing the first and the second. Whichever is greater than the other, it comes first, and you put it on the array that we declared, like that. then
Yeah.
you also do the same to the right one, adding them to the new array. Yeah, I think that can be the most in terms of time complexity. That can
Yeah.
be, I
Yeah.
think, of linear
Mm-hmm.
complexity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 I think I'm okay with that. And for the interest of time, I want to give you the next remaining minutes to ask me any question that you may have.
Yeah. So at Old Mutual,
Yes.
okay, do you have like a different project, or as a solution architect, I will be available for all the projects?
Uh, what are projects? Okay, we have very many. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all need an architecture for a project to be deployed or to be even initiated. It must speak. There must be that architecture that has been approved by the architecture board. We have a board that sit down and review all the projects that are being done to make sure that the architecture conform to the set standards. So, as an architect, will be involved in all projects, all including change, not only the new one, even where we have a system change, it will need some architecture work, so we'll be involved in all.
Okay. What is the relationship between like engineers? Okay, even architects are engineers, but the architects and the engineers, like.
We, yeah, we are all grouped into the same category,
Mhm.
and even where we sit, we all sit in the same area. Yeah, yeah. So the relationship is audio and yeah, it's just a colleague like any other.
Do they like
Yeah.
discuss with the engineers, or is it like this is what you need to implement? No discussion. Like, do you have?
No, on daily basis, yes, there are those discussions. Given that whatever you had architected may, the developer may reach a point and they are not able to implement it as such, and they may need a change. So of course they will come to you, just see that this cannot be done this way, but can be done this way. Then as an architect, you assess the new proposed architecture and you approve it. If not, then you have to guide the engineer on how to handle it using the initial architecture. So that interactions are there on daily basis. The changes are allowed. Yeah.
What is the culture like in Odmocho? Is it like there are different layers, like Wadosi and Wadosi, or not?
Uh, in fact, you'll never know. You'll never know unless you are told this is the boss.
Okay.
You'll never know who is who. We all sit in the same place. It's an open office. Yeah, apart now from the ones who need an office for obvious reasons. But for anyone else, all sit in one location, all mixed up. You'll never know who is who unless you are told.
Awesome, awesome. All right.
Yes,
Am
yes.
I fit for you, Guba?
No, what will happen is that I'll take the results
Yeah.
and I'll forward them to Catherine again. Of course, there are further assessment that will be done, and Catherine will be speaking on the next steps.
All right. So, how many
Yes.
steps are we taking?
Uh, the next one will be two. Yeah, two where you'll be directly invoked, but of course, the people in HR have other processes that they have to do before someone is fully onboarded.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
I hope to hear from the results, positive or negative, as soon as possible. Sorry.
You will.
Yeah.
Definitely you will. Yes.
Yeah. Hata ukitaka kunitumia after saa hii, I will appreciate.
Uh,
Yeah. Eh,
that's it from Catherine. That's it from Catherine. Catherine will communicate.
Sawa sawa, Mr. Matthew. I appreciate. It was a pleasure
Yeah.
meeting you.
Yeah. and have a good afternoon.
You too.
Okay, thank you.